Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for the virtual Singapore FinTech Festival coverage is Harjit Gill, CEO of APAC Med, to discuss the value of Medtech. Harjit, it's great to meet with you. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you, Jill. Nice to be here.
Let's learn more about APAC Med. What does the company do?
So APAC Med is actually a trade association. We're 6 years old. We formed to bring the medical device industry together out here in the region. We're the only trade association that is regional. And we have about 200 members, all of the big major med device companies. So Medtronic, J&J, Baxter, Abbott, Siemens, so all of them. And we work together on accelerating market access in the region. So we'll work together on issues around regulatory, around reimbursement, digital health, anywhere where we can come together to move the agenda so that, healthcare can be accessible to everybody.
How has the medical devices industry been faring during the COVID-19 crisis?
Actually, the COVID-19 crisis has been the time where the med devices and med tech industry as a whole has really stepped up. And you will have seen that across the media all over the world. First and foremost, we've had our people on the ground in the hospitals, whether it's nurses, doctors, all other support staff. So as an industry, we've contributed greatly there. I think also as an industry, obviously this pandemic was highly dependent on having the right medical devices to be able to tackle the entire pandemic in hospital. So ventilators are a good example of how, there was a massive drive to get ventilators, PPEs, protective equipment out in hospitals. So I think in that sense, we've really been able to step up as an industry. We've been able to support people during this pandemic. But also I've seen some interesting trends like the collaborations that we've been able to do, whether it's on the vaccine side or training medical staff together.
And Harjit, what is special about digital health in Singapore?
So digital health has been massively accelerated during the COVID pandemic, especially in the areas of telehealth, remote monitoring. And Singapore is a great place to pilot and test new technologies. So with the country being small and yet having a diverse population, it is possible to test new technologies here. It's got a very strong IP protection ecosystem. So you can basically trial new solutions. We can look at reimbursement. We can look at the regulatory approvals around that. And then it's a case of scaling them and exporting those solutions out into the rest of the region.
And to wrap up, where will the new opportunities for digital healthcare be after the pandemic?
I think anything around telehealth and remote monitoring, I would say those are the two key areas that we see growing out here in the region. And they will massively change the way access is delivered for healthcare out here.
Harjit, thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. It was great to meet with you. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.